When I heard about this and I saw this, the first thing that came to mind was, really? This? You mad about this? You mad because another team scored more points than you? You mad because the guy ran into the end zone at the end of the game? This is what is pissing you off. You're embarrassed by this. Not the fact that you've been the head coach for the Atlanta Falcons for 3 years and you've been 7-10 all 3 years. Not the fact that you had two studs on your offense, but you keep keeping them on the sidelines, coming up with some excuse to keep them off there, and now you're utilizing them. This is why you mad? You mad now? Okay. Well, now you've been relieved of your duties as the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. So now you can be happy, I guess. Let's talk some playoff football, y'all. Man, there was a whole lot of interesting football played this year in the NFL, man. Teams doing complete 180s. They used to be good, now they suck. The ones that used to suck, now they good. The Jacksonville Jaguars were this close to getting into the postseason, but got tripped up on the last second. Ended up losing their playoff spot and their division. Now, some people will blame the curse of the terrible towel. They messed with that towel when they played the Steelers this year. Do I believe this? Yes, I do. Why you think nobody in the Ravens or the Browns or the Bengals mess with that thing? Well, at least anymore. And with that, for the first time since 2019, the Houston Texans made their way back into the playoff with rookie head coach DeMeco Ryans and C.J. Stroud, their rookie quarterback. That's a hell of a story right there. And their first challenge will be against Cleveland. And just like a lot of playoff games we're going to have this year, I think this is going to be a good one. And for the first time in 30 years, the Detroit Lions are division champs. And right out of the gate, the first team they play in Ford Field in their first playoff game in a long time is Matthew Stafford and the LA Rams. Ever since that big trade between Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff switching teams, it's always been the question of who won that trade. And a lot of people would argue that, saying that the Rams won it, seeing as how Matthew Stafford went there in his first year as their quarterback, won the Super Bowl. But now that both teams are good and contenders in the playoffs, Jared Goff and the Lions have an opportunity to have those same people rethinking their thoughts about the whole thing. All in all, it should be a fun one to watch. And did I mention a small little detail about Tyreek Hill finally going back to the kingdom? Going back to Kansas City with the Miami Dolphins to take on the Chiefs in their playoff game? I mean, the last time is in London, and everybody was all excited when they saw that on the schedule, but when we found out it was going to be overseas, everybody was kind of like, man, really would have wished that game was in the kingdom, was in Arrowhead. Everybody got their wish. Tyreek Hill's coming back to the Red Kingdom. Man, I can't wait for playoff weekend. Thank you for watching this video. By all means, like, share, and leave a comment. And if you want to see more content, go ahead and push the subscribe and notification button for videos already up and for the ones to come.